Greetings to you, Internet. It is I, once again, Sir Spicer, with another episode of Stories. In the last episode, we were traveling to get to a group of scientists to help us discover the uses of the Sky Ripper, the weapon that destroyed the lost gods. And I had just died, and now I am back. Because I'm an unstoppable fox-killing machine. So, we're going to take these guys out this time and not get our butt handed to us. If I hit the right button so that I can dodge and not die a fiery death would help from these stupid flame crows. We also learned that the Emperor feeds the victims to the crows, and I'm dead.
Ow! Oh, Renata hated warlocks. The way they could hurt you and you couldn't hurt them back.
Well, yeah, you can. I mean, I've killed them before. They're just annoying, that's all. And they teleport away. It's like scaredy crows. Is that a thing? Scaredy crows? Well, it's a thing now. I deem it a thing. You heard it right from here. First Spicer says, don't call anybody a scaredy cat anymore. They're now scaredy crows. Get him. Got him. Oh, combo this dude. That time we didn't even get hit.
It was all coming back to him.
Levels.
He wondered what he'd remember next.
Hopefully a way to not die. That would be great. Alright, let's see. Let us go, Renardo. Into the land of the unknown. Let's try to find these toad scientists. So there's toads and ravens, and foxes, and rabbits, and cats. All intelligent, sentient beings. And there are toads that work for the rebellion, and then there's the Toad Emperor. Is that a workbench? No, that's not a workbench.
Renato
Knock,
was
knock.
thrilled.
See, when we came here last time, this place was all blown
to
to
think
hell.
he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But one toad was worried.
Yeah, Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible
Kermit the Frog.
strings that tie the universe together. If Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another toad sighed.
Irving still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
He knows more than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras.
Okay.
It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place. But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
Let's go with the toad.
Well, he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor?
Obviously not
He
enough.
hoped it wouldn't delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Sky Ripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
Alright, sounds like a plan. I'm sure this one will work out just fine. So by the symbols in the book, it looks like one of the truths is about Zenobia. So if we kind of explore all the different story options with her, we might find out what the truth is about her. No idea what the other ones are. Maybe there's one about the Emperor.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Renato's optimism started to slump. What if Calaveras couldn't help? Did Renato dare use the Sky Ripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies. Even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies, some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay.
True.
It wasn't all that much simpler, no. Physics made his brain hurt. That, at least he was sure of.
Well, him and I have something in common. Go to Calaveras.
Renato wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
Maybe. That would be a twist. Twist is Renato is the Emperor. And Zenobia is his daughter. That would be close. Alright. Break all the pots. The Legend of Zelda player in us demands that all pots be broken. Especially when they're owned by random people. Alright. Wind essence, or all the good stuff.
Don't look down, he told himself. Don't look down.
Here we go. Oh god, that's a lot of crows. I'm ready. Bring it. I'll take on you all. Super attack speed, go! Oh my god, all of that. Save some more for later. Damn it, that's it. That crow got us. Snuck up on us, that sneaky crow. Oh, we only had acceptable style on that one. Probably because we got
Tried
hit.
to focus on the now. The ravens who seemed everywhere all the time. Where did they hatch from? Were there
Good question.
giant raven hatcheries somewhere, or did they have families? Ooh, he didn't want to think about raven mummies raising their darling raven chicks. Yeah, Calveras would help. He would make Renato feel better about using the Sky Ripper. And then Renato wouldn't have to worry about ravens ever again.
He's gonna be like, Sky Ripper, don't even put it together, it's dangerous. Well, it's too late for that. Oh god, Carl, die. Thank you. Alright, that was that. Let's go this way. We'll go to this platform, because it was farther away than the other platform. We haven't seen any, special doors yet. Which makes me sad. Nope. Lots of these freaking platforms, though. Oh, more bad guys. Oh, explodey guy. It must be suck. It must be suck. It must too suck. It must suck to be the Raven who gets the job of being the explodey Raven. Thanks for joining the military. Strap on this bomb vest.
For me?
Alright. Let's go back up. Okay, more bad guys. Ow. Kill all the ravens. Bam. Dead. We'll grab that one. Throw him at that guy. That guy. We don't ever use the ram very much. I find it kind of difficult to actually use. Although you get more skill when you incorporate it into your combos, it seems like. Yeah, let's go this way. It's as good a direction as any, right? Going up the mountain. Seems like
If
the
they
correct
didn't want
choice.
their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
Fair point. Although you are crushing them with a sword. I doubt that's in the Voss maker's repertoire. Like, when I make this vase, I have to make sure that it can withstand a sword strike. That's what all the good vase makers do. Alright, this way. You never know when some random adventurer might come and try to break my pot with a sword. I'll show him. Alright. Nothing here. Man, we are going super high. Gotta be like absolutely freezing up here. Damn it, I want to go over there. Ah, there's no way to get there. Shit. Oh well. I'm sure we'll be back here.
When I build my castle, thought Renato, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks at your head.
Okay. What the hell does this switch do? Oh, okay. I see. It makes the things.
Renato
shoot
had been
other
focusing
things.
all his energies on the Sky Ripper. If Calaveras could not fix it, he'd be out of options. He would have to assault the Imperial fleet empty-handed.
Well, it's not like you haven't done that before.
Good thing those ravens never use the healing fruit.
That's a good point. They're too busy eating people or animals or animal people. We need more healing fruit. Although when you need it, it's nowhere to be found. Alright, abilities. Let's go with more health. More health sounds good. More health, more damage.
Calaveras had never let him down.
Oh, there he is.
Of course
I
I
thought
can
he was
make
a
it work
freaking
better.
base.
But when Renato explained about the strings, Calaveras grew thoughtful.
Oh, strings, you say? Well, the Arcana do speak of the ties that bind the world.
He drew many intricate symbols in the dirt.
Yeah, so, according to my calculations, each time you fire, I'm afraid there's a 1 in 128 chance you'll destroy the universe.
That's pretty good odds. That's like rolling, what, 21 dice and they all come up 6. What are the odds of that?
What? No! It's more like 2.716s in a row.
Anyway, with those odds, it won't happen if I use it just once.
What? No. That's so not right. Look, each time you use it... Okay, look. Just don't use it ever. At all, okay?
All right, I guess.
As he sailed away from
Well,
the mountains,
Sky Ripper's out.
Renato could see clouds darkening. Rain? No. Ships. Imperial ships, swarming thick as bees.
This was it. The big battle. They could not afford to lose this one. What if it did not go well? What if he had to use the Sky Ripper? Could he gamble the universe? On the other hand,
good.
what were the odds of rolling 21 sixes in a row?
I mean, your odds? Come on now. I'm almost positive if we shoot the Sky Ripper, we're going to destroy the universe. I kind of want to pick that option just to see what happens, though. But it didn't look like it gave us a choice. It's just like jumping us into the next level. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Yep, it just threw us into the next level.
The battle was not going spectacularly well. What had the rebels been thinking? They'd been thinking he would bring the Sky Ripper, or the Iblis Stone, or that he'd sideline Zenobia somehow, or turn her. Couldn't he use the Sky Ripper just once? After all, if chances were 1 in 128, that meant he'd for sure be okay the first time. They'd get worse each time he used it, but the first time would be okay, right? He wasn't sure that it was right. So he didn't fire the Sky Ripper. He just brought it along, in case.
Just in case. Well, use the Sky Ripper on the Emperor. Well, you just gave it away. Jeez. How about instead we go through this door? I'm gonna try to avoid using this guy.
Or I could go that way.
Excuse me, to a choice. Or I could go that way, of course. So we'll, God, my throat. We will try to not use the Sky Ripper, unless it just forces us to use it. Is it just me, or does the Sky Ripper shadow kind of look like a skull sometimes? And it's probably me. I'm probably just seeing things. Big chest.
The right jewel could
love me a
really
big chest.
give you an edge. The wrong, well, it still looked pretty, didn't it?
Is that it? No quick way back. No shortcut. Weird. No bad guys. Alright then. No, can't use that. Well then how do we get out of here? Okay, now I'm confused. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't break. Can't go back that way. There must be something up here. Oh. I didn't see these ships here. Huh? Yeah, slow that time down. Except, not really right now, like... Not in your... Why am I in
What
slow
was
time?
really
That was
fun
weird.
was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
I mean, it's not like it's that dangerous. You've done it at least 3 times already. At this point, you're an expert.
Someone
Okay.
had told him the odds didn't change just because you'd had a streak of good luck.
True.
His gut told him that was wrong, though. And he always listened to his gut. On the other hand, 128 chances to win. But one of them, he'd destroy the universe. That seemed a bit serious. Maybe he could defeat the Emperor without firing the Sky Ripper.
Well,
Maybe
we're
he
gonna
could
try.
bluff, but with a real weapon. Like in cards, when you had 3 knaves, but you pretended you had a fizzbin. That could work.
Well, I mean, like, it's like in D&D, right? Like, the one time you could crit, you do it like, you know, you crit during a drinking contest, but when it comes to finding the ancient monster that you really need to crit to kill, otherwise the party's gonna die, you'll roll a 1 every time. So, I'm sure since there's so much writing on it, that it'll roll
There had to
a
be
1, for
something
sure.
useful in these things, didn't there?
Keep having to clear my throat. It's like I got the throat cancer or something. Ah. Oh god, hit the right button. Ah, I was too slow. Oh, I was too slow again. God, those guys blow up so fast. Let's try this again. What happens is I get like into the story, so I get kind of laid back and my fingers aren't on the right spot. And then I panic and have to hit the control key and end up being shit instead. That's my story.
Good thing I don't have to clean up around here, he thought.
That wasn't the greatest battle. Oh, that was almost the exact wrong time to grapple. Go, go. Alright. Getting closer, people. Taking on that Emperor. Might have to fight Zenobia, too. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, we're not going that way this time. Or are we? What's going on? No, nope, going this way. Are we going up to
Renato had
Zenobia's ship?
always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying tabletop. But it would do.
I also always wanted a flying carpet. That was because I watched Aladdin as a kid. I also wanted my own genie, and that never happened. So, you know, I guess you can't have everything in life. Oh, finally didn't die to this Lily guy. Yeah, counterattack. Son. Throwing people all over the place. Boom. Great style on that one. I wonder if there's a max level. There probably is.
He set up the Sky Ripper and let it warm up. He would bluff if he had to. Zenobia came out, flanked by a very daunting platoon of ravens. You won't actually use that, she said in that annoying, I know everything because I'm a cat and you know nothing because you're just a fox voice she had. Or I know the odds. Good. Because there's a real chance you could destroy the universe. No, not the first time I use it. The odds are too low. What? No? Yeah, sure. The first time, the odds are practically nothing. They only go up if I use it a bunch more times. No, but that's not how odds work. Didn't you pay attention in class? Now surrender, or I'll use it. Just once, he said. Don't.
He felt sure the odds were with him. You have to go with his gut. That's what heroes do. Fire, he said. Please? The Sky Ripper fired. With a tremendous whoosh, the Emperor's flagship went up in flames. It was awesome. And then he noticed
There was a hole in the air.
Great.
A blackness, like a tear in a parchment. Wind was blowing into it, widening it. It grew larger, and even larger. Crates fell upwards into it, and the world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror, as it poured into the
black hole.
ravenous hole. Ah, 1 in 128. What are the odds? Thought Renato, and then everything fell into the hole and was gone.
Well, good job.
And
Killed everybody.
just like that, he was alive again. And back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had
Does
failed
indeed.
and died 3 times, but he'd learned another true thing. The core was powerful,
Did I?
but dangerous if used improperly.
Okay. Story 21. The Sky Rover's Guide to the Galaxy. A hero who is willing to risk space-time, the universe, and everything if the odds are in his favor. Plus 5 fire resistance. Oh, we did. We did learn the truth. New truth revealed. The Sky Ripper core is unstable. Tier 3 skills unlocked. Alright. Don't use... So, the Sky Ripper, that's one of the truths. That's got to be Zenobia right there. And then that's probably the jewel that we were told about. So...
But he was starting to feel like he
Hold
was
on.
getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it.
Well,
He
definitely.
just had to keep running the Path of Destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
And thus the story
It was
starts
time
over.
to choose.
So this
The
time,
rebellion was in trouble.
I think we are
Ravens were
going
scouting for the
to
secret rebel base.
go to the
They
desert.
needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
We did that one.
Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky
might
Ripper
be where
pieces
we're
up out
going
of
next.
ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis Stone was hidden?
Because the
Someone
other
better
idea
get it
is that
before
we
he
go
does,
back and do the Sky
thought
Ripper,
Renato.
and then we take the
And
Zenobia
also,
path.
His
And
old
hopefully
friend
that
Lupino
gives
needed
us
rescuing.
the
Of
truth
course.
about her.
Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the
I
rebellion.
think we'll go with
But could
the
Renato really leave an old friend
Desert
to the
Temple, though,
Ravens?
because the Desert Temple is completely new for sure. So we'll do that on the next episode. So hit the thumbs up button if you are enjoying these videos. Subscribe if you have not already. Also, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy exploring desert temples, because that is where we're going next, true Indiana Jones style. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.